Coming up on Life on Rue du Chateau, what we are preparing for just 3.5 months before our move to France. Hey everybody, welcome back to Life on Rue du Chateau. I am Melanie, and if you are just joining us, I am part of an American family. Myself, my husband, and our 2 kids are moving out of the United States in now 3.5 months, and we're moving to France. And this is something that has been a long process, something we've been working towards for the last year, if not even actually longer. But as it stands now, we still have to apply for our visas. We've got to do all of that. You can't do that until 3 months beforehand. So we're still in the gathering stage to be ready for that. Just in the last week, I have printed out extra proper size passport photos of us. So they're for the visa photos, I guess you should say. Gathering lots of documents, working on a business plan, a cover letter, like all these things that will go into our application. So big things happening right now, and it's getting closer and closer. I have some video to share with you just of the house, just some kind of pretty shots and some work that I had my husband do out there when he was there in January. So we are in the US for the moment. I am going to France next week. I will be there at the house next week, collecting more furniture, getting it into the house, because imagine a 5,000 square foot house in the US, and here it is, boom, you own it. Oh, but it's perfectly empty. So if you've been following along, I've been slowly gathering furniture. I've got a couple of light fixtures. None of them are installed yet. Right now, it's just little cables dangling out of the ceiling with the light bulb, a very low wattage light bulb in every room at that. So it's a process, and we're not shipping things over from the US furniture-wise because we don't really have anything that valuable. We have 0 family heirlooms. We have 0 anything really of value, so there's no point in shipping it. So, and we also want to have a lot of older pieces, and there's so many secondhand shops and availability in that way that's what we'll do. So bit by bit, we're getting in there. I hope you enjoy this week's video. And here is my lovely family. We have taken several trips to France actually in the last few years to get the kids used to it before we made our big purchase. And here it is. This is the backyard of our 16th century manor in southwest France. We are in the heart of a town, yet it's in rural France. So we are steps away from the bakeries, from schools, from lots of restaurants and things like that. So we don't feel remote, which is important to us. But taking you through, I know I've shown you some of the backyard before. And that lower level of the house you see there with the door and the couple of windows, that will be a basement gîte for us. And as we pan around to the other side, you will see what I gave you a tour of last week. Right there, that door way back on the left side of your screen, that was our cottage, which will also be available to rent next summer. And for those of you who are in for a moody look at our town in the evening, this is what it looks like at twilight. You see the spire of the abbey over there, if that's the correct term. Just a beautiful, lovely night shot. So my husband went back out to the house from the US to France in late January, and I put him to work on the very first, very minor project. When we moved into this house, they actually did leave something for us. Not much, but they left us toilet paper holders, like the ones that sit on the floor. Well, I despise those things. So I went online and I ordered toilet paper holders that screw into the wall. I don't like those ones that sit on the floor. They're in the way, first of all. And secondly, I just wanted something hanging on the wall. So I gave him this task. This is our primary bathroom upstairs. And I put him to work installing this one. There was a second one also on the main floor that he also installed. Now, I know this is not a big renovation project, but when you're buying a brand new house and you're just trying to get things to be comfortable the way that you like them, for me, this was important. Call me crazy, but I wanted those toilet paper holder stands off the floor and out of the way. So here he is, following my orders diligently with the simple task of putting this up on the wall. And as he finishes up the job here, you see I got one with like a little marble top on it. There's like a little shelf, so just a little place to put your phone or whatever. But that is it, and voila, let's take a look at the final job. Moving back outdoors. This location you see right here is one of my favorite places in all of town. These are trees that were just pollarded, I think is how you call it, where they whack them all down to keep them kind of a manageable size. So it looks a little funny, but this is the most peaceful walk to take, and you're right there along the Garton River. There's a bridge up ahead with traffic that can be a little bit busy during the day, but it's nothing unbearable. It's not like an interstate. But it's just a beautiful sight to see. And in spring, there's going to be leaves on all those trees. All right, so that's what we have for this week. Next week, I am going back to France. If it's possible, I'm going to try to do a YouTube live because I now have a French phone and it should have pretty good coverage. We're still trying to get internet. Oh my goodness sakes. We have a friend who lives nearby and he sat at the house trying to get the internet installed, and the guy said, it's not my problem. I don't know why it's not working. The previous owners had internet. It was just fine. Why can't they just push the button and make ours turn on? I don't know. So that will be one of the things I handle when I am there next week. That and collecting furniture, as I mentioned. My friend Jolene will be dropping off some furniture. I'm collecting just a few more items from the other woman that I buy some furniture from. And yeah, we'll go out to some brocantes. We're going to go to Chauvigny, which is about 15 minutes away from our house, this like gorgeous medieval village. They have a big market on one Sunday a month, and I'm going to be there for it. Oh, I've never been to any of these things before, like the actual market where they're out on the street with the tables and all of that. So I'll be getting video of all of that as much as I can. And I can't wait to see it. And hopefully we find some goodies. Yeah, all that is coming up. So things are getting real, things are happening, and there's going to be more and more developments, and I'm going to have some really fun stuff to show you. So stick around, stay tuned, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up so that I know you're supporting us, and we'll see you next time.